Turning to you.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Hits one! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's headed upfield.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
And that has left him in a heap. Hullets. Great! It's in! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Jordi Alba. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get onto this? Hullets. And he's managed to get free. He rises! Goal! Besiktas!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's in here! Lahm. Aim forwards. And it's Lahm. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Nedved was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got... Can he finish? It's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good. Now the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No way through, so back it comes. Chooses to go back. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bergomi makes the interception. Lahm aims beyond the defence. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Jordi Alba gets over and intercepts. And he was quick to react. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Hullets tries a shot. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. That's a nicely measured pass. Nesta. And it's Vieira. Oh, this is a great position. Nedved. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Gullit, who does have an assist to his name. Bergomi gets across to intercept that. Lahm. Gullit, and Gullit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Has a go! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Oh, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Besiktas head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each. So once again, we're underway. No changes at the interval from either side. Now it's Gullit. That has been cut short. Well timed, excellent interception. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ronaldinho. And it's Nedved.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nedved looking to run onto it.
Well played and well cleared.
Eto'o with the foul. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's got tall. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Azar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Eto'o. Gullit. In comes the cross. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Gullit. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a fabulous ball. Jordi Alba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Eto'o. That is good alertness.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Eto'o. Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Jordi Alba calmly anticipates. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Now that's well seen too. Jordi Alba. Ronaldinho. He's played him through. Tar. Mateus. Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Jordi Alba, Eto'o. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And it's Ronaldinho. Jordi Alba. Stood up well to him there. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eto'o.
Lahm really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Pullet. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pullet might just make this. And that could set him on his way. Oh, important interception.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Big chance! No way through. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Rodri.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be...
Bellingham! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Davids. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Baggio. It's Baggio! Goal! Barcelona! Simplicity itself.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Baggio. And it's Vieira. Pull it. That's a nicely measured pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rummenigge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Baggio will not want to lose out. He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's their second corner of the game.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Can he put it away? Now that looks a decent ball. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically. Rummenigge gets great chance. He's scored. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rummenigge. Pull it. And he's picked out the run. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Half an hour played now. Rodri. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish.
He gets big. Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. That's Maldini. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Rodri. He's got the shot away! Contact was certainly crisp, didn't quite come off.
Well, the way the ball sat up, he thought he had a decent chance, and to be honest, so did the rest of us.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. And it's Baggio. Nesta. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Nedved. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
PK. Thuram.
2 minutos de descuento.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Mateus. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mateus. Oh, it's come loose. Van Dijk. And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we are already... And the shot! Hullet. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Hullet. He's played him through. Maldini. Vieira. Rummenigge. Up towards the front line. That's a sharp pass. And he was quick to react. Rodri. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Looking for options for movement. Has a look and plays it forward. And he welcomes it in. Davids, and that's a good ball. Bullet! Oh, easy pickings there. Khan can pick that up. Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Thuram. And it's PK. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. PK cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Rodri. Quality ball. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. Bellingham. Roberto Baggio. That's a nicely measured pass. Rummenigge! Roberto Baggio. Showing great feet there.
Roberto Baggio, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bellingham. Mateus. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Vieira. Bellingham. Nesta does really well to win the ball there.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Bellingham. They'll have one final crack at it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk. Rummenigge. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Baggio. Nedved. Roberto Baggio bumps him off it and wins back the ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Bellingham. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Van Dijk cuts it out. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Nedved, he's picked his way through. And he's heaved it away. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's a goal kick. Rice, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is a
shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's going to go a long way. Nedved, there's the hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! And it's hoisted clear. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Still goalless. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that's an inviting ball. And he cuts out the supply. Davids. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Lam. And that could set him on his way. Nesta. And now the breakaway. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Roberto Carlos. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That is a great... Mateus! Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. Vieira. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neatly clipped into space. Ah, that's a fine interception. Quality ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Gullit, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then.
Goes in for the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Gullit. Roberto Carlos. put it away! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Nedved. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard wins the duel this time.
Besiktas have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gullit is in a really good position out wide. And they can counter here. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute.
It'll be a throw-in. Gullit. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 13. Ukraine.
And the second half gets underway.
Besiktas are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time.
And Gullit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Gullit deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Spread neatly. Mateus. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rice. Nesta makes the interception. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Rice. Adriano. Messi! Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Messi. And the shot's on here. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Gullit. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No way through. Tar gets across to intercept that. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Oh, he's been caught napping! That is good alertness. Vieira. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He can get that clear.
The attendance for this
Throw
match
it.
was 28,997. Substitution.
Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Owen. Oh, he's had a shot! Vieira. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Adriano! Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Croatia clearly should have gone for the...
He's one-on-one, and the shot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Puyol cuts out the pass. Davids. That's a nicely measured pass. And great chance! Oh, another save.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Hullet. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Owen. Nedved. Nedved is flagged offside.
Besiktas merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Adriano, and here's Hullet. Lovely bit of skill. He's had a hit! That's got him rattled.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he get it through? Hullet.
Substitution for Croatia.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15, Price. Coming on the field, number 17, Yamal. Number 6, Rodri.
Owen.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yamal has it out wide and in space. Shot a goal!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And back it goes.
Not a lot more he could do there.
No, that's been intercepted.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Works it forward. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side.
Amanam Salah'ını yenemediysek hiç kimseyi yenemeyiz. Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya.
So what do you take away?
Salah'ı yenemediysek kimseyi yenemeyiz ya.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. And it's Messi.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found a way through. And he was alert to it.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
Mateos! Now that is commitment to the cause. Besiktas with the corner, they're first. And the header! And he's kept it out. Oh, shooting chance! Davids. Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Schneider. He's in plenty of space here. Chance for the header! It's in he goes again. Just off target.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Schneider. And here's Messi. Rodri. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Serginho. And here's Messi. Spread neatly. Darren Fletcher. That's good running with the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Besiktas have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Messi. Messi, very much a man of this moment. That is ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Ribéry. Good spot, he's seen the run. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. He's played him through. Decent hit! Goal! Besiktas! There is the breakthrough. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Besiktas really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again.
Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri. David Villa! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Has a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Besiktas go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So off we go once more.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Messi. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was quick to react. Vardio. Oh, easy pickings there. Moved on forwards. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Schneider. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way, and the shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
David.
Oh, really well played.
He has found a way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Great hit! Yes! And surely that settles it.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
54 minutes is number 10, PELE.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Cruyff. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. In with the challenge. Now it's Owen. And he's on his way. He's through and a shot. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. In it comes. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure. And it's Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And claimed it back swiftly. Vardiol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Neymar. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Rummenigge. And now they can spring out of defence. The ball has bounced loose now. Seedorf. And he was alert to it. No goals as yet. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And here's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Tomiyasu. Oh no, what has happened here? Van Dijk. Mbappe. Seedorf. Neymar. Has a goal! There it is! There is the breakthrough!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Besiktas are one down despite having the better chances here. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And Owen! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns and goes back. Hits one! It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short, and that is expertly dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And he's in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the pass is intercepted. Seedorf. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, they can break here. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
So we're into the second 45. No changes at the interval from either side. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's played forward. And no, that was never going to make it. Cruyff. It's gone out for a throw-in. Thuram. Nedved. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Decent hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Neymar goes short, and here's Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away, Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nedved. Seedorf. Mbappe, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Neymar.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he was quick to react. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Owen. Nedved. Nedved! And the ball's come loose here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Yaya Toure. And here's the chance to counter. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cruyff. For Yaya Toure. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that was vital. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rummenigge. Yaya Toure. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pass is just off target. Seedorf. Oh, good read. Now, who's going to be first to this? He could be in here. Now it's Owen. He's shifted, and the shot! And it's hoisted clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Pele. Number 9, Neymar. Number 22, Johan
Seedorf.
Number 25, Mbappe.
Strong running down that left flank.
Van Dijk.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Yaya Toure.
Platini.
Roberto Carlos.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Maldini. Substitution in
Well,
full
both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Platini. And the finish! Rummenigge! Truly test of time! Late in the day, this could well be it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable. Well, added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Besiktas can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Everything here truly black and white. Alvinegro, as the locals call it, inside this most impressive arena of football. The Arena MRV in Belo Horizonte. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he welcomes it in. This might spell danger. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Besiktas with the corner, there first. Up for a header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. Messi. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rivaldo. Xavi Alonso. Davids. And here's Suarez. Nicely aimed pass. That's a nicely measured pass. Thuram cuts out the pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mateus. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Atletico Mineiro clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what...
Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely bit of skill. He's had it taken off him. Messi. Up he goes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hullet. Hullet. And the shot! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. Atletico Mineiro are looking to go forward now. Casillas can pick that up. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos. Rivaldo. Mateus. The ball has bounced loose now. Xavi Alonso. Shevchenko. And it's Luis Suarez. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Luis Suarez! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mateus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Maldini. Rivaldo looks to get on the end of this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rivaldo. For Xavi Alonso. This is promising. He's having a go! Maldini with the clearance. Messi. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rivaldo. And Hakimi. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that was vital. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Xavi Alonso. Atletico Mineiro finding their passes. He's picked his way through. Oh, what a climb! Shevchenko is flagged offside. And it's Hullet. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Messi. Xavi Alonso just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! They want to be quick to recover this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Alonso. Luis Suarez! They've scored! The breakthrough strike!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Rivaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Besiktas showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Shevchenko. He's got tall. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Atletico Mineiro have their second corner now. Pass somewhat off target. Has a look and has a go. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. He's going for goal! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Mateus. Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hakimi, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Atletico Mineiro clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Good read, needed to be.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nedved. It's Nedved! And yes, it's there! Besiktas back on level terms. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Salah. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that.
Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This time, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Owen is offering a right smile there.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
He's got the shot away! That is decidedly lacking. Owen, and he's managed to get free. Mohamed Salah. Kagawa. In with the challenge. Now this could be a chance. Oh, important interception. And he's there to get it away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, shot a goal! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.